As far as the world of luxury is concerned, Princess Fatima is not a new face. In a world where millions of dollars could be spent without thinking twice, Princess was fortunate to be in that world. In this video, we would be introducing you to the ultra-luxurious world of Princess Fatima, where she could snap her fingers and her innermost desire would come to pass. Luxury apartments, motors, jewelries, you name it. Just before we proceed, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now that you have subscribed, let's dive right in. 1-point introduction. In the year 2006, Princess Fatima Sheikha was born into the home of His Highness Mansur bin Zayed bin Sultan and his wife, Her Highness Sheikha Manal bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. And just like that, it seemed fate had conspired to ensure she never suffers all her life. Being the first child of her father, she held a huge effect on her father as her remaining 4 siblings were all under her custody. Well, despite the enormous wealth at the disposal of her family, none of her siblings were far from one another. Thus, despite the daily tasks faced by His Highness Mansur bin Zayed bin Sultan, he still maintained that Fatima and her siblings' bond should remain unbroken. 2. Early life. Not many people in this planet are as fortunate as Princess Fatima, who was ushered into the world in 2006. As a royalty, Princess Fatima's birth was welcomed with loud noise, as her presence marked a new turn of events for the United Arab Emirates. This is because, being that her grandfather was the founding father of the United Arab Emirates, a new addition to the family meant that the royal kingdom have received a new member. A new member that would help in the future for the administration of the UAE empire that was rapidly expanding. Well, as would expect from a princess born in the royal family, Princess Fatima's childhood was nothing short of enormous luxury. While the royal family raised her up in traditional values, her childhood still had other luxurious additions to spice things up. Perhaps one of such luxury items was when the little princess received a gift of horse at age 6. That was the age a lot of kids all over the world were playing in the rain, but Princess Fatima's grandfather felt a horse was all she needed. This early gift she received was instrumental in her love for horses. Despite being born into huge resources, Princess Fatima's parents never wanted her to be swayed around by it, and thus, they ensured she got quality education. In order to ensure Princess Fatima got the best of schools around, she was enrolled in Cranleigh High School in Abu Dhabi, where she had a first-class knowledge of real world. Her experience in her high school paved way for her to know how to navigate other real-life issues that are found outside the walls of her royal home. Having learned a great deal from Cranleigh High School, she graduated in 2024, eager and ready to take on more responsibilities that fate or the palace might bestow on her. Well, just before she would take on new challenges from life, Princess Fatima's parents alongside the royal home had a surprise for her. The surprise was a royal event, organized on behalf of the princess who graduated from her high school. As is to be expected from a royal home, the party was filled with prominent people from all walks of life. Not only did the princess graduate from the high school in flying colors, she also held to heart some of the lessons she learned from her high school. Some of those lessons, which were not restricted to only academic activities, also included extracurricular activities. Thus, with her knowledge beyond the conventional classroom, Princess Fatima was knowingly or unknowingly preparing herself for leadership roles that she might assume sometime in the future. It was noted that one of the non-conventional course that Princess Fatima undertook was International Relations and Sustainable Development. With all these, we can tell for sure that the princess has received a solid background that will make her to stand apart from her peers and also poised to make a great leader. 3. Princess Fatima's luxury life. For a young princess born into the royal kingdom of one of the wealthiest nations on earth, Princess Fatima indeed breathes and dances in pure luxury. Being born and trained in a luxurious home, Princess Fatima does not see the things she uses as luxury anymore. This is because to her, those things are merely normal and standard things she is used to. While this cannot be said of an average people in the world, to Princess Fatima, she is just breathing air. One of the luxurious items is the beautiful edifice they call home, which is owned by the royal and ruling family of the kingdom. Though due to the nature of her caliber, we could not get a clear picture of her personal room. However, the Abu Dhabi Royal Palace where she lives in is truly a heaven on earth for the want of better explanation. The palace, as if crafted by a god himself, does not only showcase the enormous power and control wielded by the royal house, it is also a proof of what one with huge wealth can achieve. As if the royal palace of Abu Dhabi was not enough for the princess, Princess Fatima also has other mansions and palaces scattered across the kingdom of UAE. With this wide range of choice, we can only imagine what a typical day in the life of Princess Fatima would look like. One of such palaces is the popular Al Batten Palace. While the palace is very luxurious, it is not used for luxury, as it is also an abode where important world leaders meet to discuss the fate of the world. However, seeing that Princess Fatima is not only going to the palace for luxury, we can tell that she is also taking a live course on how to relate with leaders of other countries of the world. As far as fashion is concerned, Princess Fatima, due to her religion and tradition, often wear a gown. However, no mistakes should be made as to the worth of the unique gowns she usually put on. Looking closely at the intricate designs which her gowns usually have, we would not be surprised to learn that it must have cost a hand and a foot, and possibly, it would have been designed by the best designer in the kingdom. Her dresses are always incomplete without a set of beautiful pearls, though we did not get a good look of the pearls, but we can tell you for a fact that those pearls are not cheap. Thus, whenever she is clothed, it is as if she is an angel on a mission to capture the heart of people with her charming look and exquisite dress sense that reflects her rich tradition and royal heritage. What is a royal home without collection of means of transportation? Indeed, Princess Fatima is blessed to have been born in a home where there are rare collections of expensive vehicles. As if their collection of rare vehicles was not enough for the royal home, Princess Fatima family also owned series of superboats, the exact kind of boats that redefines what luxury truly is. However, despite how expensive the collection of their boats, perhaps it was the superboat which reportedly is worth a whopping $400 million that made it to news. Aside the impressive length of the speedboat, the boat is remarkable for its excellent design and equipped with the best and finest of gadgets one can think of. While the speedboat is owned by Princess Fatima's grandfather, the princess is still at liberty to take a tour with the beautiful boat and see other angles of her dear kingdom. 4. Interests. Unlike a lot of persons from royal homes across the world, Princess demonstrated that she has a personal life interest which she can use as a hobby. One of such hobbies is her horse riding. After being gifted with a house, when Princess Fatima was only 6 years old, it seemed that gift ignited her passion for the world of horse riding. Having developed a strong passion for horse riding, Princess has featured in a lot of events that revolve around horse riding. She has on several occasions presented trophies to horse competitions, which were conducted in her name. Through this remarkable act, Princess Fatima has shown the world that she cares deeply about connecting with people she governs and not just sitting in the royal house all day. To further show that her talent indeed cuts across all board, Princess Fatima is also a great artist. Though it appears she wants that part of her life to be kept hidden, but her mother doesn't want that for her. Thus, on several occasions, Princess Fatima's mother, Her Highness Sheikha Manal bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, would go to her Instagram account and upload some pictures which were drawn by Princess Fatima. This great talent of Princess Fatima drew a lot of positive comments as people praised her for showcasing to the world that she has more than just being from a royal family. This also highlighted that Princess Fatima is very hardworking, as despite being born into a royal home, she combines her royal duties with her academic pursuit, her horse hobby, and her creative interest. Thus, the princess constantly seeks ways to improve herself and serve as a role model for a lot of children growing up in the kingdom. From the numerous admiration she gets from kids in the kingdom, it is very obvious that the princess is indeed a beacon of hope to all around her. 5. Charitable activities. Despite being born into opulence, Princess Fatima has on several occasions shown that she truly cared for everyone in her kingdom. She has demonstrated this by paying visits to public institutions housing kids. Thus, through her exemplary lifestyle, she is able to influence them to always follow the right path and pursue worthy endeavors. While the princess could easily dole out large sums to cover some charity cases, the princess instead believes in being there present. This is because the princess knows that her presence will go a long way to show her subjects that she truly cares for them and their struggles. To further show her passion for charitable activities, Princess Fatima has a lot of competitions organized in her name. This include competitions for horse riding and other competitions surrounding creative endeavors. Indeed, through her life, Princess Fatima has shown the world that she is not carried away by the luxury she grew in. Rather, she is ever ready to interact and protect her subjects. What do you think about Princess Fatima, her luxury life, and her other endeavors? Please let us know in the comment section. Well, if you got to the end of the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, share, and turn on the post notification button so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching.